Even the most seasoned sailors consult their maps, their crew, and the stars to navigate wisely. In the same way, seeking the counsel of a trusted friend, mentor, or guide can illuminate perspectives you might have overlooked. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, often wrote letters and reflections, engaging in a dialogue with himself and his mentors, even when they were not physically present. This practice helped him gain clarity and wisdom in his decision-making. Similarly, speaking with someone who understands your values and emotions can help you step outside the whirlwind of your own thoughts. A true confidant doesn't simply validate your feelings. They challenge you, offering insights that can shift your perspective. They help you see not just what is, but what could be. Their words act as a mirror, reflecting back to you the rationality or irrationality of your emotions. To apply this today, seek out someone whose judgment you respect, someone who listens with empathy but isn't afraid to tell you the truth, a mentor, a wise friend, even a journal where you write as if speaking to your future self. All can serve as guides. The goal is not to seek approval, but to gain clarity. At its core, this step is about grounding yourself. When emotions threaten to steer you off course, a conversation with the right person can act as a compass, realigning you with your values and helping you navigate the complexity of human relationships with wisdom and grace. Detachment, as seen through the lens of Stoicism, is not about severing emotional ties or becoming indifferent. It's about mastering your emotions, recognizing their influence, and not allowing them to control you. Anakin Skywalker's tragedy was that he clung so tightly to his fears that they consumed him. Stoicism teaches us another path, the path of understanding, resilience, and inner peace. By stepping back, assessing relationships rationally, and seeking guidance when needed, we cultivate a mindset that allows us to love deeply yet wisely, to care without clinging, and to live with both passion and balance. So as you reflect on your own relationships and emotions, ask yourself, are you holding on so tightly that you risk losing yourself? Or are you embracing the wisdom to love with strength, not fear? The choice, as always, is yours. When you're uncertain about your direction, having someone to help you navigate can be invaluable. Seneca, with his deep insights into human nature, understood the significance of shared wisdom. He likened a true friend to a mirror, not just reflecting our outer appearance, but revealing our deepest truths. This reflection is more than just self-awareness. It's a guide to understanding your journey. When you confide in someone, you're not merely speaking words. You're inviting them into your inner world, sharing a part of yourself. This exchange fosters a mutual space of support and insight, where perspectives are broadened, not just emotions echoed. It's important to choose your confidant wisely, someone whose character aligns with the values you strive for. This person serves as a sounding board, helping you process your thoughts and emotions. They don't need to solve your problems. Often, their presence alone is enough. Through their responses, you may uncover new perspectives, small yet powerful truths that shift your understanding. Stoicism teaches that life's challenges are best approached with a steady mind and a supportive community. The people we trust are part of this foundation, reminding us that strength is often found in connection. Detachment doesn't mean isolation. Rather, it's about refining the relationships that truly enrich our lives. Conversations with a trusted confidant are more than casual talks. They are pathways to clarity, anchors in uncertain times, and bridges that connect us to wisdom. Managing emotions is like steering a ship through unpredictable waters. Feelings, like waves, can be overwhelming, but the goal is not to avoid them. It's to navigate them with awareness and control. There are moments when we must let emotions flow, and others when we must take the helm and steer with intention. Without limits, emotions can carry us away from where we need to be. Epictetus wisely pointed out that it's not events themselves that trouble us, but our interpretation of them. This mindset is key to emotional discipline. It's like having a gatekeeper in your mind who acknowledges every emotion but doesn't allow them to take over. For example, when anger arises, we can recognize it, understand its cause, but not let it dictate our actions. Emotional control isn't about suppression. It's about moderation. Just as a chef balances seasoning in a dish, we must balance our emotions so they don't overpower our reason. A practical way to set limits is by giving yourself permission to feel something for a set period, perhaps an hour to process frustration before shifting focus to solutions. This practice ensures that we honor our emotions without becoming consumed by them. Like a tightrope walker aware of the height but focused on a rope, we must acknowledge our emotions while maintaining balance. When considering whether to distance yourself from a person or situation, take a moment to assess the possible outcomes. Stoicism encourages deliberate decision-making rather than acting on impulse. Every choice leads to a different path. One may bring peace and growth, while another may result in regret or missed opportunities. Marcus Aurelius reflected on the rise and fall of empires, noting that history offers a lens through which we can foresee the future. Similarly, reflecting on past experiences of detachment can provide guidance. Did stepping back bring clarity, or did it create unintended isolation? Learning from these past choices can help you navigate future decisions more wisely. Beyond personal impact, consider how your choice affects others. Stoicism teaches balance, prioritizing personal well-being while remaining mindful of the larger community. Are you creating space for growth and mutual understanding, or might your withdrawal cause harm or misunderstanding? Detachment, when done thoughtfully, is an act of wisdom. It's about maintaining inner peace while respecting the interconnected nature of our relationships. Like walking through a garden with care, we must ensure our actions contribute to growth rather than disruption. Imagine your mind as a tranquil lake, calm and undisturbed. Now, picture social media as constant raindrops rippling across the surface, never allowing the water to settle. Each notification, update, or comparison disturbs your inner stillness, pulling your attention in a dozen directions. Long before social media existed, Stoicism emphasized the importance of mental clarity. In a world filled with distractions, taking intentional breaks allows us to reclaim our focus and regain a sense of balance. Instead of letting external noise dictate our thoughts, we create space for genuine reflection and personal growth. By stepping away, even briefly, from the digital noise, you allow your mind to reset, like a lake gradually returning to its natural, undisturbed state. The wisdom of the past remains relevant, even in the digital age. If the Stoic philosopher Seneca were alive today, he might view social media as one of modern life's many unnecessary diversions. He once remarked, "Life is long if you know how to use it." His words remind us that our time and attention are valuable, and that we must be intentional about where we direct them. Stepping away from social media is more than just a digital detox. It's a reclaiming of mental space. In today's world, our attention is a currency that platforms compete for. By choosing to disengage, we aren't merely avoiding information overload. We are creating room for deeper thought, self-reflection, and inner peace. Think of it like closing the blinds on a busy street. The noise, movement, and distractions remain, but they no longer demand our attention. Instead, we find ourselves in a quiet space, free to reflect and grow. This isn't about escaping reality, but about practicing self-care. It's a chance to evaluate what truly enriches us and what merely drains our energy. As you take a break from social media, observe the shifts in your mind. Do you feel more present, more at ease, more in touch with your own thoughts? This awareness is the essence of Stoicism, learning to differentiate between what we can control and what we must release. We can't stop the rain from falling, but we can choose to step under shelter and listen to its rhythm without getting soaked. Similarly, we can't silence the noise of the digital world, but we can decide how much it we let into our lives. A break from social media might feel like stepping off a speeding train, suddenly still, unexpectedly quiet. But within that stillness, clarity emerges. Take this opportunity to invest in yourself. Read a book, go for a walk, write in a journal. Engage in activities that nourish your mind and soul rather than merely filling time. This is your chance to reconnect with who you are, away from the noise of the crowd. At the heart of detachment lies a simple yet profound truth. Fulfillment comes from focusing on what genuinely nurtures us. Stoicism teaches us to strip away the non-essential and concentrate on what sustains our well-being, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. Imagine your life as a garden. What does it need to flourish? Sunlight, water, and careful tending. Similarly, our inner lives thrive when we focus on what brings us true contentment and growth. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who endured great hardship, taught the importance of discerning what truly matters. He once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Applying this wisdom means understanding what fulfills you and letting go of what does not. It means recognizing that simplicity often brings more peace than excess. In a world full of distractions, true contentment comes from focusing on meaningful relationships, purposeful work, and personal growth. Take time to reflect on what genuinely brings you happiness. Is it solitude, deep conversations, creative pursuits? Identify these essential needs and prioritize them. Think of it as packing for a journey. Carry only what is necessary and leave behind what weighs you down. This approach not only simplifies your life, but also strengthens your emotional resilience. Living with this clarity is not a one-time decision, but a continuous process, an ongoing return to what truly matters. As you navigate life's complexities, regularly reassess your priorities and adjust them as you evolve. This mindset serves as a compass, guiding you toward a life of wisdom, purpose, and inner peace. By aligning our actions with these principles, we cultivate resilience and clarity. Detachment, in the Stoic sense, isn't about withdrawing from life. It's about engaging with it more intentionally. As we navigate relationships, responsibilities, and the many distractions of modern life, Stoic wisdom serves as a guiding light, helping us lead lives rooted in virtue, wisdom, and emotional strength. Which will you try? If you found value in this video, consider supporting us by liking, sharing, and subscribing. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss our latest insights on Stoic wisdom.